Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. Archecore. Now, I am very behind in my Archecore reviews. I've got 4 sets from a few months back. I've not reviewed it, and another 2 new sets, and there's more stuff coming out that I might be getting. I'm no longer all in because I can't afford it, and there's too much other stuff to review too. This is the Yggdrasill Arche-Soldier Squad Portable Fortifications. It is Sunday the 16th of July 2023. Let's get a look. Get one figure which is nice. Big guns. A little gun on a platform which looks great, and loads of accessories. It shows you some of the things you can do on the side, which looks pretty damn superhero cool. And on the back we see artwork again showing that same thing. I do love the Archecore stuff, and I said before that if I was only to collect one thing, it'd probably be the Archecore. So people ask me, why are you all in Archecore? Because it's not my scale. This and the number 57 kits, who've changed their name to something else now, the 124 scale kits, are fantastic. Looks really good. Okay, I'm going to unbox a set of this up. If you like sort of content, please consider joining the Patreon. It's free for 7 days. You can cancel anytime, and it will not cost you absolutely anything. Not a thing at all. So it is worth checking out. Link in the top right of your screen now. I'll be back in an instant with this setup. Stay tuned. Here we go now. Come on, something this small has no right being this detailed, articulated, and cool. Archecore always knocks it out of the park. I say always, that's not entirely true. There's been a couple of bits I'm like, not because they're not good, because they don't really fit my vision of what it should be, which is perhaps a bit arrogant of me since it's not my world, not my toys, but there you go. So you get, I missed something out. You get 2 or 3 tank traps as well, which I'll just put there for now. You get alternate hands for your guy. You get 1, 2, 3 pairs of alternate hands from 2 open, 2 pointing, 2 thumbs up, and a couple of connectors. My favourite part is the wheeled gun. We've seen the gun before, this gun before, but not with the wheels as far as I can recall. And this will work with not just your 135 but also your 118 scale. And the wheels do turn. Archecore does engineer it like that. If it's got tracks, the tracks will move too. Get these 2 great big guns which I've attached to this part and to the turret legs, which can also attach to his back, not the legs, the actual part there. And these will work with your 118 scale because they are just massive. Maybe in your 112 scale, they're just so huge. And drilled barrels every time. Just look amazing. Then our awesome little figure. He's got a bit of camo going on. I'm not sure why has he got camo, then he's got orange like breastplate, you know, chest plate. It's like, yeah, that's kind of defeating the purpose. It looks pretty cool. So let's go through articulation and features. So articulation, his head will go up, down, it will go left to right. A bit hard to focus on, it's so small, and he can turn as well, but a bit harder this head. Arms all the way around. There we go. Very bulky, but look at this for the shoulders. Now why can't Joytool get their shoulders like that for their 40k figures? Never mind. There's a bicep turn, there is a bicep bend over 90 degrees, and then the hand can turn and it can move in all directions. A small barbell too. Then we come to the waist. Great forwards, backers, great side to side and can turn. And then the legs is a full splits, forwards, full splits, full split sideways, full splits forwards too. Now you couldn't do this and make it bigger. If you made it bigger, you get these really, the small hips and the hip connection here will be very obvious. You can turn from the hip as well, and there is a thigh twist too. There is a double kneecap. Look how tight it gets in that small bulky leg. Then you come to the feet. There is a boot turn, of course. There is a small tippy toe, small dorsiflexation. And there's a twist. Some of the best articulated figures around. Oh man, I wish I had bought this now because now I want to buy more Archecore stuff again. Such good figures, so well made and articulated. With the turret, obviously it will turn and you can raise and lower. If I take that pin point out, I can put a different connector and put one gun in separately. But this can, should be able to plug into his back. Which one is it? This one I plug in. And then he can lean forwards and get these guns going off there. Or maybe it's this one I should do instead. I'm not sure which pin to do. Makes no difference. You can come down and boom, have these guns shooting. Now obviously on this, the guns do turn. You can go, so they turn independently and they can move out and in as well. There's no up and down on this, only via the pins there which do move around. And there are handles which move and you can hold when it's on the turret too. Then we have the little mobile sentry gun. Looks amazing, so good. And as we saw earlier, the wheels do all turn, but they're a bit stiff. So if you push it along, it's not going to freewheel. The wheels might move. It moves left and right, and it does tilt very well. Two pin just popped out there. Now I'm going to give an idea how well these guys hold their weapons. I definitely need to change his hands up. Their hands are really nice plastic. It does bend quite a bit. Now bear in mind, this weapon is absolutely massive. You should hold it that way around. Okay, so he's got it there. And then he can hold the other hand on... He had it there. And then you can hold the other hand on top. Let's try that again. And then we can see how these weapons scale with our beloved 1/18 scale figures. Okay, that armor's okay. Let's get this. Fingers stretched. It's stretched, but the hand is not articulating. One hand out, one hand in. Okay, let's do that again. Get the armor bent a bit more. And that should be, there we go. You can hold that particularly well, because in the size of the gun and the size of the figure. Does look good. Now I'll take that gun out, in fact, and what I'll do now is I'll get a couple of different figures, well at least one figure. I'll get the Joy Toy from Infinity, the Lieutenant, is it Lieutenant? Margot, I can't remember her last name now. Get her to hold this, so you can see how it scales with her. To be fair, it looks better than the Joy Toy guns. I love you Joy Toy, but yeah, this looks better. Now how good does that look? I mean, come on, that's almost scaled perfectly for your 1/18 scale. And you can see how the drone looks. The drone looks a little bit small, but it's still acceptable with her. Still scales well, but that gun just looks awesome with her. I have got a bigger figure here, but he doesn't have hands for gripping. This is a 1/12 scale, and he's not going to hold it with these hands he's got, but we'll get an idea of scale. For 1/12 scale, it kind of works. It's a bit small, but it still kind of works. So this is why this Archecore stuff is so popular with lots of collectors, because it just works with so many scales, and the figures are so beautifully articulated. Great set. Once again, they've knocked it out of the park. If I put this little connector into here, come on, okay, and then is that in somewhere on here? There we go. There we go. I can connect this. Let's do it maybe the other way. I've got the pin the wrong way. I've got the pin the wrong way around. I need to turn it the other way. There we go. Well, there we nearly go. Not quite right, but you can connect your gun to the little tripod legs with just a connector too. Great looking stuff from Archecore. The guns are fantastic. This little sentry is fantastic. The figures are fantastic. Highly recommend as always. Okay, it's awesome actually something else. And please like, share, subscribe. Check out the Patreon. Free for 7 days. You can cancel anytime, so it's worth doing that. Link in the video description below. I'll see you next video. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.